Police investigating circumstances surrounding the death of Zimbabwe Investment and Development Agency (ZIDA) Chief Executive Officer Douglas Munetsi have so far established that he was not burned by flames but by the heat because his clothes were still intact. The police have also launched a manhunt for a woman who was recorded on the security checkpoint book as Coletta NFPK, believed to have arrived at about 19:05 hours on Sunday, and the guard escorted her to the now-deceased's flat. The former Bank of CEO was killed at around 4 a.m. on Monday in his 9th-floor Northfields flat at the corner of 5th Street in Josiah Tongagara. According to a police memo, an explosion was heard before an inferno gutted the prominent banker's Harare flat while he was still inside, and further revealed that he was not burnt the whole body by the fire that gutted his bedroom. His red t-shirt and black short were intact. President Emerson Mnangagwa on Monday said circumstances around Munetsi's death were not clear and he awaited completion of the police investigation. Nahanda Radio further gathered from sources that Munetsi was yet to present a report on the list of money laundering, minerals and commodity cartels in the country. He had an appointment with Mnangagwa at 7:20 a.m. on Monday. The investigation department revealed some critical details that may shed new light into events leading to the fire and Munetsi's mysterious death, possibly after he was immobilized, drugged and had his bedroom set on fire that destroyed everything in there. The informant, Charles Gardner, 32, chairman of the Northfields Owners Association, occupies the same flat as deceased, residing at the apartment on the 10th floor, while the deceased, Doug Munetsi, 59, occupied the apartment on the 9th floor, police said in a memo seen by Nahanda Radio. On 29 November 2021 at around 0250 hours, the informant heard some explosion-like noise, and he woke up and went to the balcony to check where the noise was coming from. The informant saw smoke coming from the now-deceased's flat, which is directly below his flat, and a voice that was shouting, "Fire, please help." The informant then phoned the fire brigade at the same time running downstairs to the ground floor. A report was made at ZRP Harare Central. The memo further read that the scene was attended by SID Homicide, SID Studios, SID Scenes of Crime, SID Forensic and ZRP Harare Central, who made the following observations. Scene is a 9th-floor 7-roomed flat comprising 3 bedrooms, dining room, lounge, kitchen, and gym situated at corner Josiah Tongagara and 5th Street, Harare. The main bedroom was extensively damaged by fire to the extent that all windows and doors were broken, all the furniture in the bedroom were extensively burned, that only steel frames for the bed and built-in cupboards were observed. The Criminal Investigations Department said the remains of the deceased were found in a sitting position just beside the tub in the main bedroom with some burns on the hands and legs, adding that he was putting on a red t-shirt and a black pair of shorts which were not burnt, to suggest that the deceased could have been burned by the heat of the fire and not direct flames. The informant interviewed by the police said that he heard a sound as if something had exploded at about 0250 hours and woke up to check and discovered that there was smoke coming from the now-deceased's flat. He also mentioned that he heard the now-deceased calling for help. Same informant mentioned he phoned the fire brigade at about 0253 hours at the same time, telling the now-deceased to come out. The informant stated that he then ran downstairs on foot since there was no electricity on the flat for about 1445 hours on Saturday, 27 November 2021. He further narrated that the fire brigade arrived at the scene at about 0311 hours but had some challenges in accessing the flat since it was on the 9th floor. The informant mentioned that the fire brigade only finished extinguishing the fire at about 0530 hours. Also interviewed was Shupai Zifinj, aged 47 years, NR 04070519B04 of Block 7, C10 Shawasha Flats, Mbeere, Harare, who is employed by Securico Security Company as a security guard based at Northfields Flats. Same indicated that he last saw the now deceased on 28 November 2021 at about 18:20 hours when he, deceased, told him that he was expecting a guest at the flat, and he asked the informant to escort the guest to his flat when she arrived. The guard further mentioned that the said guest, who was recorded on the security checkpoint book as Colette at NFPK, arrived at about 19:05 and he escorted her to the now deceased's flat. The said guest left the flat at about 21:18 hours on foot. Shupai Zifinj further stated that on 29 November 2021 around 0300 hours he heard some explosion and he went out of the guardroom and saw the informant running downstairs telling him that there was a fire in flat number C9. Meanwhile, police investigations are underway to interview the said guest, who was recorded as the last person to visit the now deceased at the place of occurrence, one only recorded as Colette at NFPK.